All right, so the next step is to mount the windshield on these two top brackets that I put. Obviously the top part that's going to flip up. So these obviously 2 holes line up with those 2 holes and those 2 holes. And then we're going to put obviously your 2 bolts in, washers and nuts. I believe there's washers. Let me double check. Yeah, there is washers. So you put a washer. So that I can't really film. So I'm going to put the windshield up because I'm by myself. Put the windshield up, put a bolt here and a bolt here and just show you guys how it's sitting on there. And then I'll snug them down and I'll show you guys the next step. It's going together pretty easy. These brackets I'm actually impressed with. It's kind of cool that they don't just tell you, hey, measure X amount of inches and hope it lines up. They kind of make it so like you're pretty much on the money. You might have to adjust a little bit. Pretty cool. And yeah, so let me get this up there and manage to get a screw or a bolt through each one. I'll show you guys what it looks like sitting up there. All right, so I just got a finger snug right now. So I used the cooler to prop it up while I did this, just to put the bolts in. So now when I snug these down, I'm gonna hold the outside and kind of prop it up as I tighten these nuts down. And then the next step will be the pistons, and then the bottom brackets here, and then that bottom piece of the windshield. So far so good. Doing it by myself really isn't bad. So yeah, let me, like I said, I'm gonna kind of hold, like press as I snug these down so everything lines up and it kind of takes the curve, because again, this has a little curve to it and this should take that no problem. So I'll show you guys once I snug it down, but again, just finger snug right now just so I can line it up. And now we're going to tighten it down. All right, so the next step is to take your piston and these brackets we just put on. That's a 12mm nut. We're just gonna snug those down, and then this end of the piston here will boom onto the windshield itself. We'll put a bolt and a nut through here, snug her down, do the same thing on the other side, and then we're pretty much almost done. It's got to do the bottom part. That's all snugged up. Now this seal is pretty good. It actually lines up perfectly on both sides. Very nice. So yeah, let me get these pistons on. Like I said, you literally just boom, 12mm on there, snug her down, and then 2 bolts from the pack over there, and we're good to go. Boom. Pistons are on. Holds it up fine, no problem. Hell yeah. So next step is these brackets for that lower piece. They are labeled R and L. So there's a hole, our little bracket here, where this is gonna go like so. And then you're gonna take, and these shorter screws were for the pistons, and then the 2 left go through this bracket for down here. And we're just gonna, boom, toss a nut on there, tighten her down on both sides, and then we'll put that bottom piece on with the 20mm bolts, and we should be pretty much good. Boom. Now it's on. Fits pretty good. There's a couple things I wish they did. I wish there was a gasket or something here in the windshield, because it's not bad, but there's a little gap here. I wish there was like some kind of seal that went around right there, even if it was just like a flat piece of rubber. So when you fold it, it folded with it, and when you closed it, it kind of closes it, because there's little air gaps here, but honestly not that big a deal, especially for the price. Pretty legit. But yeah, that's my only critique. I wish that they had put a seal here, or like I said, a flappy piece of rubber or something. Other than that, it's my only critique. But this is the inside, and obviously Boom. Then we get that airflow during the summer. And then, boom. Hell yeah. Like I said, finished pretty good. The top part seal is pretty good, but this is what I'm talking about right here. You see how there's a little hole there? I wish there was a little gasket or something that they could put in here. I know they probably kept that open because it's easier to fold, but has to be some kind of rubber or something you can put there. And then here on either side, there's just a little gap here. Honestly, that's something you could do yourself. You can get some of this weather stripping and just boom, boom, and it should be able to still pivot. But other than that, those two little critiques. For what you get, for what you pay for, this thing's sick. Hell yeah. All right, test drive time. So first of all, I want to say what I'm about to do is legal. This is registered where I live. It's okay to drive on my road. Second, we're going to start with the windshield open. See how she does with the rattling. Obviously, you guys are going to hear a lot of wind, but got to give her a test. So we'll go down here. Obviously you don't want to go 50 with the windshield folded up. So now we're spin around and go the other way with the windshield closed. So now we'll close the windshield. Boom. And then we'll go probably about the same amount of speed, 35. We can go faster now, but oh yeah, dude. About 40 now. Obviously, like I said, you don't want to go 50, 60 with the windshield folded up, but to cruise around town with the windshield open, hell yeah. So now we'll pull into my drive. Come down here. My dog's probably going to freak out. There he is. He's stuck. And boom. That is the StarknightMT windshield.